What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Hope life's treating you good. Hope life's treating you guys really well. So today, I actually want to talk about the dangers of winning, and I want to talk about a few of the pitfalls when you have a lot of consistent wins. In life, you're going to have wins and losses, and it is really important to know how to handle both. Winning oftentimes is easier to handle than losing. And if you haven't listened, I have an episode out there about how important it is to learn how to lose, because you're going to have failure, and how you lose is so important, because when you fall off the bike, right, you've got to learn how to get back up pretty quick to get back on the bike and keep moving forward. And if you're really bad at losing, it takes you a long time to get back onto the bike. And it takes you a long time to process, to make decisions, and then to start gaining momentum again. The better you are at losing, because you'll experience a lot more losses than you will wins, especially earlier on in the game, because you don't have the experience, and there's a lot of stuff you don't have. And it is really important to learn how to lose. On the flip side, though, it is really important to learn how to win, and win well. Most people, when they win with arrogance. They win with arrogance, and if you've ever played any pickup basketball, you've played sports with people, there's normally one guy out there screaming his head off, like, yeah, after he makes some hoops or whatever it is, right? And there's a lot of arrogance, and that's dangerous when winning. And the reason why is because arrogance blinds you. Arrogance blinds you so you don't learn. Arrogance blinds you so you don't have the humility to grow and learn. Arrogance blinds you along the way so you don't actually make correct decisions. When there's a lot of arrogance, and arrogance is radically different than confidence, right? Arrogance is radically different than confidence. And people often mistake the two, and they are not the same. But when you're arrogant, what it does is it really blinds you, and then your decision-making process becomes poor. Then your decision-making process is really subpar, and you think you're undefeatable. You think you're all these things. Let me give you an example of this. When Amazon first entered the game, all the major retail stores, a lot of them were led with arrogance. And when they saw what Amazon was doing, in arrogance, they said that will never take off. But their arrogance kept them from understanding the generation that Amazon was marketing to, the new generation of buyers, consumers, and purchasers, right? And as a result, you have a lot of those major department stores gone. A lot of those department stores are gone and don't exist anymore. And the ones that did had humility and allowed Amazon to win and say, you're right, you're doing what's right, and we need to change to keep up. And they had the humility to change. And the ones that survived that had the humility to change. The ones that lost that had arrogance, and they were blinded. And when you win, depending on where your heart is and what your attitude is, when arrogance comes in, it blinds you, it hurts you, and then long term, you end up actually having a downfall because of it. And it's interesting because you can learn a lot from winning. It is a lot harder to learn from winning because there's no pain involved. So it takes self-discipline to reflect, and then humility and honesty to go, what could we have done better? Yes, we won, and it's amazing. How could we still improve? And arrogance keeps you from doing that. And as a result, arrogance initially will be a downfall in a lot of ways. And if you're winning a lot, it's very easy for arrogance to creep in there. And so the whole point of this is to watch, to check yourself. You got a lot of wins in a row. Cool. You get up and go to the gym. Awesome. Don't get cocky about that. And if you're bragging to people about what you're doing, you're not really doing the work for yourself. You're doing the work to get other people's approval, which you don't need to do anyways. You shouldn't be working for other people's approval. That's a really poor greater good. You need to have purpose in your life that's driving your work. And then you don't need to worry about telling everybody. And there's times there's times to celebrate. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the arrogance that slowly creeps in and then eventually just drives downfall long term. And so there's lots of examples of that. There's lots of examples of company that did not get on board with social media and marketing and then stuck to television, stuck to radio, which those still worked and still work some today. However, the impact and the return and the ROI for the expenditure is radically different. So just to give you guys some examples and to really know there are dangers in winning, especially when you're winning a lot. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.